All right, let's dive into a topic that is, well, quite literally a pain in the neck for so many of us. We're talking about that nagging ache and stiffness, and we're going to look at how physiotherapy offers a really smart, evidence based way to get you moving comfortably and with confidence again.
So let me ask you a quick question. Are you staring at a screen right now? Yeah, chances are the answer is yes. Whether it's your computer, a tablet, your phone, screens are just a massive part of our lives, and unfortunately, our necks are often the ones paying the price for it.
And it's really no coincidence that this problem is popping up more and more. The cause is often tied directly to our modern lives. Think about it. The long hours we spend sitting, the way our head kind of drifts forward when we're working or scrolling, and even just the tension we hold from everyday stress. It all adds up to that familiar ache. And it doesn't just hurt, it can seriously mess with our comfort and our focus.
So how does this nagging pain actually get started? To find a real solution, we first have to understand the problem itself, the anatomy of the ache, if you will.
Neck pain isn't a one-size-fits-all issue, that's for sure. Sometimes it just kind of creeps up on you, right? It builds slowly over time from those sustained postures, like hours and hours at a desk. But other times, bam, it hits you all at once. Maybe from a quick, awkward twist, a minor strain, or even just from waking up after sleeping funny. That brings us to our next section, listening to your body. It's one thing to feel a little twinge, but it's a whole other thing to know when that twinge is basically your body sending up a flare telling you it's time to take action. And that leads to a really crucial question. So many of us just try to push through the pain. We hope it'll just magically go away on its own. But at what point is it a signal that you could really benefit from some professional guidance? So what are the key warning signs to look out for? Are you dealing with a stiffness that just will not quit? Does your pain get way worse after sitting at your desk or after a long drive? Are you getting headaches that feel like they're starting right at the base of your skull? Or maybe that pain is starting to spread out into your shoulders or your upper back? Or maybe it's just gotten hard to simply turn your head. If any of that sounds familiar, especially if the pain keeps coming back no matter how much you rest, that is a crystal clear sign your body is asking for help.
So here's the bottom line. Waiting it out isn't always the best strategy. As this quote really highlights, getting help early does more than just make you feel better now. It can actually stop the problem from turning into something chronic and help you get back on your feet much faster.
All right, so you've recognized the signs. What happens next? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the physiotherapy playbook to see how the pros tackle neck pain head-on. The core idea here is that there's no generic fix. Physiotherapy is totally individualized, and it's all based on science. The goal isn't just to chase the pain away for a little while, it's about figuring out the why, the underlying habits and issues, and then creating a specific plan that fixes the root of the problem. The process is usually broken down into a few really clear steps. It all starts with a thorough assessment to pinpoint exactly what's going on. From there, it moves into targeted strengthening exercises, some hands-on manual therapy to ease that stiffness, and this part is so important, postural correction to fix the daily habits that cause the pain in the first place. Finally, it's all about re-educating your body, helping it remember how to move in a smooth, controlled, and confident way again. Your recovery is really a partnership, and it's often broken down into two parts. You've got passive care, which is stuff like manual therapy, where the physiotherapist is doing work on you to help you heal. But just as important is the active care, and that's your part. We're talking about the strengthening exercises and the postural changes that you have to do in your daily life. You really need both for results that are going to last. Which brings us to our final section, the payoff. What does success actually look and feel like? Well, it's all about getting you to a place where you're moving with real confidence again. This is why it all matters. The end goal is so much more than just being pain-free. It's about restoring that simple, daily comfort. It's about getting your full range of motion back and building a better, more resilient posture. It's about feeling confident in your body's ability to move without that nagging fear of the old pain coming back to haunt you. So let's tackle a few really common questions. First up, the big one for all of us office workers and students out there. Can this approach actually make a dent in that awful desk-related pain? And the answer is a definite 100% yes. Why? Because physiotherapy is specifically designed to target the exact causes, the posture, the muscle imbalances, and the movement patterns that we all develop from spending hours and hours in a chair.
Next question. We mentioned headaches a little earlier, so let's make that connection really clear. Could your neck pain actually be the thing that's responsible for those pounding headaches?
Oh, absolutely. There's even a specific name for them, cervicogenic headaches. They're headaches that are triggered directly by tension and stiffness in the muscles and joints of your neck. So a lot of the time, addressing the neck is the key to finally getting some headache relief. Okay, this is a common fear. If your neck already hurts, the absolute last thing you want to do is make it worse with movement. So is it actually safe to exercise? And this is so important to understand. The key word here is guided. With the expertise of a physiotherapist, the right kind of gentle and targeted exercises aren't just safe, they are a fundamental, absolutely crucial part of your recovery. So we'll leave you with this final thought. You don't have to wait for pain to start thinking about your next health. What is one small, simple change you could make today, maybe right now, to improve your posture and just give your neck a little break?